Hi, this is MD Shabana Sultana, working as Associate Professor in the Chebrool Engineering College, Chebrool. In the last class, we discussed about, that is in the last lecture, we discussed about the PN junction diode and the PNP, that is a junction transistor. Coming to today's class, I want to discuss about the electrical insulator, which is also known as dielectrics. What is insulator? That means the material which are used to prevent the loss of electricity, through certain part in an electrical system is known as electrical insulating material. I am repeating, the material which are used to prevent the loss of electricity through certain parts in an electrical system is known as electrical insulating material, or it is also known as dielectrics. In the simple way, what are insulators means? The substance which are capable of opposes or resist the flow of heat or electricity or sound through them. That means it does not conduct any type of electricity, conduct the electrons to generate the electricity is known as insulator. These insulators are classified into three types. They are thermal insulator, sound insulator, electrical insulator. Coming to the thermal insulator, the substance which are capable of resist the flow of heat to pass through them are known as thermal insulator. Sound insulator means the substance which are capable of opposes the flow of sound is known through them is known as sound insulator. Coming to the electrical insulator, the substance which prevent the loss of electricity through certain part in an electrical system is known as electrical insulator. So this is the electrical insulator, which is given the formula E is equal to C by C naught, where C is the capacitance system in the material inserted, whereas C naught, it is a capacitance of the system with vacuum between the capacitor plates. Then coming to the characteristic of electrical insulator. What are the characteristics? There are many characteristics of electrical insulator. In that means a good electrical insulator should possess low electrical conductivity and high resistivity, low dielectric constant, low polarity, chemical inertness towards the acids, alkalis, and solvents. In that, The first characteristic, which is having the low electrical conductivity and high resistance, that means a good electrical insulator possess the low electrical conductivity and high resistance. The resistivity of the insulator range between 10 power 9 to 10 power 20 ohms centimeter at room temperature. That's why for a good electrical insulator, it should possess the high resistivity of about 10 power 9 to 10 power 20. Next characteristic is, I told you that it is having the low dielectric constant. Why? Because dielectric constant is what is dielectric constant? Dielectric constant is the capacity or ability of a material to store the charge. It is having, suppose if it have the high dielectric constant, then it is desirable for dielectric used in the capacitor. Why? Because a great amount of energy can be stored in relatively thin insulation. Therefore, dielectric constant, it is expressed in terms of the ratio of capacitance of the capacitor containing the dielectric material to the capacitance of the same capacitor with a vacuum, with a vacuum as a dielectric. And the third one is dielectric material should possess low porosity. That means this is due to the fact that if the dielectric constant, that is dielectric, not constant, dielectric material, if it has the high porosity, increases the moisture holding capacity, which adversely affects the electrical property. That's why the dielectric material should possess the low porosity. Coming to the last characteristic, the good insulating material should be chemically inert to the acids, alkalis, oils, solvent, moisture, and gas fumes. Due to continued working at the elevated temperatures, certain insulators, it becomes weak and less serviceable, particularly in contact with the oxygen or air of the surroundings. So this phenomenon is called thermal aging of an insulator. Thermal aging of an insulator. So this is about the characteristic of a good insulator. Coming to the classification of an insulator, according to the American Institute of Electrical Engineers, all insulating material are divided into 3 classes according to their constitutions. They are gaseous insulator, liquid insulator, and solid insulator. Gaseous insulator, liquid insulator, and solid insulator. Coming to the first one, which is known as, which is the gaseous insulator. In this insulator, the dielectric gases are used both as insulant and heat transfer medium. The major problem associated with them are abnormalities in dielectric behavior at high pressure, temperature, instability, and fire hazards. Taking this into consideration, dielectric strength, dielectric loss, chemical stability, corrosion resistance, some of the insulating materials are of gaseous insulators are air, nitrogen, hydrogen. Coming to the air, it is the most important of all dielectric constants. It acts as a reliable insulating material when the voltage is not very high. Its application provides the insulation between overheat transmission line without any cause. Coming to the another gaseous insulator, that is the nitrogen. It is chemically inert dielectric constant. Dielectric. It provides the insulation between the overhead transmission lines without any cause. And coming to the applications of the nitrogen, it is used in transformer to replace harmful oxidizing atmosphere. Nitrogen under high pressure is used as a dielectric in certain types of electrical capacitor. Coming to the second type of classification, which is known as the liquid insulator. The insulating liquids are used for purely dielectric purpose in order to eliminate the air or other gases, or as an insulating and heat transfer medium. Usually, liquid insulators are used in conjunction with solid insulators, and they can be broadly classified as mineral oil, ascaris, vegetable ester liquids, vegetable oils, organic ester liquids, synthetic hydrocarbon liquids. So coming to some of the examples, I'm giving some only 2 examples, not all. It is enough for you. Coming to the first one, that is a mineral oil. This mineral oil is obtained from the crude petroleum. Crude, C-R-U-D-E, crude petroleum. The electrical property and resistance to thermal oxidation are greatly influenced by the presence of non-hydrocarbon compounds, oxygen, sulfur, etc. These are non-hydrocarbon compounds. They are used in the temperature range of about 50 to 110 degrees centigrade. The electrical property and the resistance to thermal oxidation are greatly influenced by the presence of non-hydrocarbon compounds like oxygen, sulfur, and nitrogen. Coming to the applications of the mineral oils, they are used, and it finds the extensive application as the insulating oils in cables, capacitors, transformers, switch gears, What are those? They find extensive application as an insulating oil or a mineral oil which acts as an insulating oil in the cable, capacitors, transformers, and switchgears. Coming to the second example, which is known as ascarols. These are synthetic insulating liquid which are non-inflammable and which under the influence of electric arc, it does not decompose to produce inflammable gases. They are also used in the temperature range of about 50 to 110 degrees centigrade. Most widely used ascarols are chlorinated hydrocarbons, that is chlorinated diphenyl, pentachlorinated diphenyl, trichlorodiphenyl, hexachlorodiphenyl, trichlorobenzene. And these ascarols, they possess the excellent fire resistance, high dielectric strength. The dielectric constant is of the order of 4 to 6. Tolerable dielectric loss at normal temperature and power frequencies, adequate thermal, chemical, and electrical stability. Coming to the uses or applications of the ascarols. These ascarols are usually used in impregnant cellulosic insulating material such as paper or press boards. Coming to the solid insulator, these solid insulators are classified according to the temperature up to which they can be used. Because insulating material retains the insulating property as long as certain temperature is not exceeded. Coming to the first example of the solid insulator, that is solid insulator is classified as paper or press boards. They are made from the wood, cellulose. Paper is also made from the rags, cotton, linen, and various types of hulls. This paper and press boards are used in winding and cable coil insulation, backing for conductor insulation, transformer insulations, etc. Mineral oil impregnate paper and boards are advantageous in bushings and cables, while diphenyl and vegetable oils impregnated papers are preferred for capacitors. Another classification of the solid insulator is a polystyrene. This polystyrene is produced by the polymerization of styrene. High polymeric styrene is hard, rigid, and transparent in nature. It possesses the excellent dielectric property and it is available in the form of transparent film, rod, tube, and foam forms. Foam means it's a bubble formation, that is nuraga, foam form. This polystyrene is used as a dielectric in the DC and high frequency capacitor, electrical bushings, telephones, fluorescent light accessories, etc. There are some other examples are also there in the solid insulator, which is known as polyvinyl chlorides, polytetrafluoroethylene, epoxy resins, polyester resins, etc. Apart from these solid insulator, there is another insulator which is known as the rigid insulator. The best example for this is a glass. Glass possesses the low temperature coefficient, high dielectric constant, and dielectric strength. That means it is having low temperature coefficient, high dielectric constant, and high dielectric strength. That's why it is used for wire covering, line insulations, glass to metal seal, and other electrical engineering applications. So this is about the electrical insulating material. Thank you.